Hello students, welcome back to maths class. So we are dealing with the areas, right? So in these areas they will give one curve and the x-axis, find the area bounded by the curve x-axis, and from the line x is equal to 1 to x is equal to 5. We will take that x is equal to 1 as a lower limit, x is equal to 5 as upper limit. Like that we have to find the area. But the thing is, suppose the area is above the x-axis, it will be positive. Below the x-axis, we have to take that curve equation as negative while finding the area, right? Similarly, if the curve is right side of y-axis, it will be positive. If it is left side, we have to take the negative. For that sake, we have to draw the diagram. Suppose two curves are there, then through the diagram we should check which curve comes upwards in the area, which curve comes downwards in the area, right? So that curve should be taken, that curve equation should be taken first minus the equation of the second curve we have to take while finding the areas. These are the main things while finding the areas. Remaining is normal integration method, right? First we have to integrate while finding the area, then we have to apply the limits. Okay, so come to this question. Find the area bounded by the curves. Already we have gone through the chapter parabola. Just by seeing this, you will know that these two are parabola equations, isn't it? So that means here no need to construct the table, and by seeing the table only we can construct the diagram. Till now, by seeing the table only we constructed the diagram, but here no need to that table, no need of the table. Why? Here we know that this is one parabola equation and this is one parabola equation, and we know the shapes also. So directly we can draw the diagram. But only thing is how we have to find the area from which place to which place. That means from which value of x to which value of x we have to find the area. For that sake we have to solve these two equations. Okay, so come on, first take your problem. Given curve equations are, so what are the equations? Y square is equal to 4ax. You consider that as first equation, and x square is equal to 4by. This is your second equation. By solving these two equations, we will get the points from which to which point we have to find the area. Okay, so come on, by solving 1 and 2, by solving 1 and 2, we get point of intersection. Okay, so how we will get it? From 2, observe, from 2, what is your equation? X square is equal to 4by. Then what is your y? X square by, send that 4b this side, here it is multiplying, if you send this side it will divide. So x square by 4b is equal to y. Now substitute this y in first equation. Right, substitute this y in first equation. What is your first equation? Y square is equal to 4ax. So y square, y is this one. So in 1, that is y square is equal to 4ax. So y place we have to take x square by 4b whole square, right, is equal to 4ax. Okay, so we will have x to the power of 4 by 4 square 16 b square is equal to 4ax. Okay, so now you send this 16 value that side, then you will have x to the power of 4 is equal to 16 4s 64, right, b square ax. Bring that value this side, it is x to the power of 4 minus 64 b square ax is equal to 0. Now you take x outside common, then x outside, then you will have x cube minus 64b square a is equal to 0. So how we will get it? Two values. One is x is equal to 0 and we will have x cube minus 64b square a is equal to 0. Okay, so now we can, from this we can take x cube is equal to 64b square a. Taking cube root on both sides, we want x value. One x value is 0. So we have to take the area from x is equal to 0 to another x value we want. So we want x, not x cube. So taking cube root on both sides. Then what happens? This is x cube to the power of 1 by 3 is equal to 64b square a to the power of 1 by 3. This 3 cancels, right? And we can write this as x is equal to 64 can be written as 4 cube, right? To the power of 1 by 3 b square to the power of 1 by 3 a to the power of 1 by 3, taking power separately for each and every term. So here 3 cancel. So x is equal to 4 into b to the power of 2 by 3 a to the power of 1 by 3. Okay. So you got your x values. We have to find the limits from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 4b to the power of 2 by 3 into a to the power of 1 by 3. Okay. Now we will decide which curve comes up and which curve comes downwards, right? For that we have to draw the diagram, isn't it? So we will draw the x-axis and y-axis. Okay, so for that, if you observe, this is your horizon, right? This is your x-axis, right? This is your y-axis. Okay, so one parabola will be like this, right? So, and it is always, you know it very well, this is y square is equal to 4ax. Okay, so y square is equal to 4ax is a parabola whose axis is x-axis. Already we discussed all the types of parabolas in our chapter parabola, isn't it? In detail we discussed about it. So just whenever we are having y square is equal to 4ax, we will say that it is a parabola equation and its curve will be like this. Curve is symmetrical with the x-axis, isn't it? Next, whenever x square is equal to 4by, this is also one type of parabola equation whose axis is y-axis, right? Curve will be symmetrical to y-axis, isn't it? So this is our x square is equal to 4by. Okay, so that is one parabola, this is another parabola. So which area we have to find? We have to find this area. Okay, so x is equal to 0 here to here. If you draw a line, that is x is equal to 4b to the power of 2 by 3 a to the power of 1 by 3. Okay, so why we have taken this diagram means now we have to find the area. No need to construct the table. Without table we can construct the diagram here. So how we know that they are standard form equations, general equation of the parabola. So we know how the curve lies, right? One curve's axis will be x, it is symmetrical with the x-axis. Another curve is symmetrical with the y-axis. Now you decide which curve comes upwards, which curve comes downwards. With that we can find our area. So which curve comes upwards? This curve comes upwards and this curve comes downwards, isn't it? So which curve comes upwards means this one comes, but curve means always we will take y value, remember. Okay, so actually what is that? From 1 what is our equation? Y square is equal to 4ax. But while taking the area, we will take the curve equation, means y is equal to, we will take in solving all the problems, if you observe, we will take the curve equation as y is equal to. So here also we have to get y as curve equation. So how we will take? Taking square root on both sides. Okay, so then what happens? Y square, square root and square root of 4ax. Okay, so square root will get cancel. Y is equal to root 4 root a and root x. Root 4 is 2, right? So it is 2 into root a into root x. This is our first curve. That means the curve which comes upwards of the area. In the area we have to see the curve which comes upwards, and that curve minus the equation of the curve which comes downwards we have to take while finding the area when two curve equations are given to us. So come on, we will write area is equal to integral 0 to x is equal to 0 to, we got x is equal to which value? That is 4 b to the power of 2 by 3 a to the power of 1 by 3, right? First upward curve, this curve is upward, this one, and this curve is downwards. In that area only you have to see, right? In our required area, which comes upwards, which comes downwards. Okay, so come on, that is nothing but it is 2 root a root x minus next curve. What is the next curve? Next curve is x square is equal to 4by. But what I said, curve means y is equal to only we have to take. So what is our y is equal to? Y is equal to x square by 4b, right? So it is x square by 4b into dx. Okay, so now come on, first integrate, then you take the limits on right side. So how we will take? This is 2 into 2 is constant, root a is constant, so we will take integral root x can be written as 1 by 2 dx minus, here 4b is constant, so 1 by 4b outside, integral x square dx. Okay, so is equal to 2 root a. Come on, so here this is x to the power of n form, x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1, that is 1 by 2 plus 1, 2 is the LCM, 1 plus 2 is equal to 3 by 2. Okay, so we can take the power as 3 by 2, so 3 by 2 by 3 by 2. After the completion of integral, what I said, here 0, here 4 b to the power of 2 by 3 a to the power of 1 by 3 is there. Here also 0, 4 b to the power of 2 by 3 a to the power of 1 by 3 is there. Okay, so after completion of integral, right side we have to write the limits. So it is 4 b to the power of 2 by 3 a to the power of 1 by 3. Okay, minus 1 by 4b. What is this? This is integral x to the power of n form, n plus 1 by n plus 1, 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1, that is x cube, right? 2 plus 1 is 3, right? So you take the limits 0 into 4 into b to the power of 2 by 3 a to the power of 1 by 3. Okay, so is equal to 2 into root a. This is constant, so we can take outside and it comes upwards, it will be reverses, right? Now in x place, first upper limit, then lower limit. So x means here it is 4 b to the power of 2 by 3 a to the power of 1 by 3 whole to the power of 3 by 2 minus 0 to the power of 3 by 2. Okay. Next, minus, come on, 1 by 4 3s are 12. So you can write 1 by 12b outside, right? Now in x place, upper limit minus lower limit. 4b to the power of 2 by 3, a to the power of 1 by 3 whole cube minus 0 cube. Upper limit, okay, minus lower limit. Wherever x is there we have to substitute upper limit, then where minus, wherever x is there we have to substitute lower limit. Okay, so here we are having, it is 2 2s are 4 root a by 3. Okay, and here and inside this 4 can be written as 2 square, and I am taking the power separately. 2 square to the power of 3 by 2, right? And b to the power of 2 by 3 whole to the power of 3 by 2, a to the power of 1 by 3 whole to the power of 3 by 2. No need to take this 0, any power is 0 only, right? Next, minus 1 by 12b, same thing here also, right? 4 cube, take the power separately, right? 4 cube, right? b to the power of 2 by 3 whole cube and a to the power of 1 by 3 whole cube. Okay, no need to take 0 again. 0 cube is 0, minus 0 means 0 only, right? That means x minus 0, right? X only we will take, no need to take that 0 value. So now here this 2 2 cancel, this one cancel, 3 3 cancel, 3 3 cancel, 3 3 cancels. So is equal to 4 root a by 3. This one how much? 2 cube, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8 into b, right? Into a to the power of 1 by 2. 1 by 2 means root minus 1 by 12b. Okay, so 4 cube, 4 4s are 16, 16 4s are 64, right? So 64, right? So next it is b square, next it is a. Okay, so come on, is equal to 8 4s are 32 by 3. Root a into root a, root a square, root a into root a is root a square, square root cancel. So a into b minus 64 by 12. 1b will get cancel, is equal to ba. So 4 3s are, right? 4 1s are 4 6s are. So is equal to, it is 32 by 3 ab minus 16 by 3 ab, right? b into a into b, both are same. So you take ab as common, then you will have 32 by 3 minus 16 by 3. So is equal to ab into 3 is the LCM, 32 minus 16 is equal to ab into 32 minus 16 is 16. So generally first number comes, then letters. So it is 16 ab by 3 square units is the area. Okay, this is again 7 marks question. Okay, so actually here in this problem, thing is no need to construct the table. Just by seeing the equation you will know these two are two types of parabola equations, isn't it? So one parabola whose axis is x-axis, another is also equation of the parabola whose axis is y-axis. So we know the curve equations. So no need to take x and y values from the table. So no need to construct the table, directly we have taken the curves. So this is y square is equal to 4ax curve, and this is nothing but x square is equal to 4by curve. Okay, so their point of intersection is this area we have to find. Okay, so but here thing is, we don't know from which point to which point we have to find the area. For that we have to solve the two equations so that we can get our point of intersection, right. So for that we have taken from the second, we have taken y, and that y is substituted in first one. Then we got our x values are one x is equal to 0, and another x value is 4b to the power of 2 by 3 into a to the power of 1 by 3. Once we got from which point to which point, we can take the area, but we should know which curve comes upwards in the area and which curve comes downwards in the area. So to know about that, we have to draw the diagram, right. So after drawing the diagram, you know that y square is equal to 4ax comes upwards, and x square is equal to 4by comes downwards. So you take area, but while taking area, right, we have to take the curve equation is always y is equal to something. But here it is given that y square is equal to 4ax. So try to get your y value. Remember this in these throughout the areas, right? X is equal to some equation in terms of y, or y is equal to some equation in terms of x will be the curve equations. Okay. So if y square is given, you take a square root for that and get your y, that will be curve equation. Okay, so this is your curve which lies upwards in the area minus the curve which lies downwards. So for that also we have to take y value only. Y is the curve. So that's why y is equal to send 4b this side, x square by 4b. Okay, so then you integrate it wherever x is there. You substitute upper limit minus lower limit. Finally, you will get your area in terms of square units. After getting the value, you have to write square units. Okay, so this is the most repeated 7 marks question. So two things you have to remember in this problem. So no need to construct the table, that is one thing, and another thing is while taking the area, right, we have to take y is equal to some value into some equation in terms of x as the curve equation, not y square. Okay, always curve equation y is equal to some equation in terms of x, or x is equal to some equation in terms of y are called the curve equations in solving these areas. Okay, so practice this problem perfectly. That's all for today. Have a nice day.